closed. Okay, overlays loaded in. Hi! What is today? Wednesday. No, I know what date it is, obviously. Hi. Welcome back to, well, I would say Shadowbringers, but that's clearly not where we are right now. I'm excited. I've had a fair amount of coffee here, and we'll probably get up to get some more at some point. And I feel like we've got enough energy to get things started. Okay. I guess I was on this bench when I logged out last time. Good to know. Very busy here tonight, actually. Interesting. Oh, busy. Wow. Okay. Where did we leave off? Oh, that's right. Damn, we have a dungeon to do. Kind of like to maybe put that off for a few minutes in case anybody wants to join it since I've only been live for a few minutes. Let's see. What could we talk about? I've actually been on here quite a bit. I guess I've only been a day since I streamed last, but I got a lot of gathering done, I think. A decent amount for me. I'm leveling them slowly but surely. My botanist is 48. I almost hit 49 last night, but I was so tired that I just had to stop. Yeah, that's going pretty good. My minor is definitely lower than that, I think, so this is the farthest I'm getting, and I'm learning some new things about gathering, which is nice. My minor's only 28. My fisher's 8, so. But yeah. Gathering has been really fun. I've had my first run-ins with unspoiled nodes last night, so that was fun. I feel like I'm getting into the farther bits of gathering, I guess. I know that's still really early, considering that's like nearing 50, but I still kind of want to switch up the glamour some, but I don't know. It's stressful. I kind of liked this one. But I feel like that's just, I don't know, I always am like caught up in this big thing about like wanting like, oh, it needs to be like unique, but like it can just be something I like. Because I feel like this outfit's used a lot for Dancer. I think it looks nice. Maybe re-dye the weapons something different. What do I even have on me? Green are these? I'm in toys. Okay. How does that look? Actually looks kind of cool. And I can just dye it back red. I'll just make some more red dye if I don't like it. But for now, sure, we'll switch it up a little bit. Will we? Kind of blend in with the grass here, honestly. No, I don't want to. Not right now. Maybe a different time. Okay. We'll go ahead and over to the area, I guess. I just don't want, because this dungeon's right at the beginning. I don't want anybody. Oh, the Crescent Moon nightgown. I got that a long time ago and I don't see them around very often. I'm not sure if they're just either, I don't know if they're just not there. They're like hard to get, but oh my god, what am I trying to say? I don't know if the materials are just hard to get and that's why they kind of cost a lot on the market board, at least on my server. Or like I don't know if it's like still something people don't really want, but it's just the materials are make it not expensive. Not so much a demand thing, it's more so materials, maybe. Couldn't tell you. I feel like it was, I don't know if I caught it on like a deal, because I bought it really early on. It was one of the very first glamours, I guess, that I bought. I want to say I paid at least 300k, if not more. And that was, I was going to say that was a lot for me back then, but considering I have half of that right now, that's still kind of much for me. But once I'm gathering a lot, making some more money in crafting, well, maybe that there was a sign to switch to the green for today. I'll kind of miss my tattoo arm if I do though. I don't know. I kind of at least liked the mismatch arms. Okay, you know, we'll do it for now. And if I decide to change my mind, it's not a big deal. Okay, you look kind of cool. Yeah, okay, we'll leave it for now. I guess we'll at least teleport to the area we need to go to, but I guess we could. I don't know, should we take this opportunity to... Should we take this opportunity to try out the trust system? Because we are so early on in the stream? I don't really know much of how that works. I don't know if it's better if you're like a tank, maybe? Because you can still lead everything. Doesn't matter, because either way, I guess we're going to have to walk out from the Crystarium. So we got a bit of a ways to think about it. What am I doing? This is our first Shadowbringers dungeon though. That's very exciting. Plus it's a lot less crowded here, so game's running a little better. That's right, I should have taken my streams off of here. I'm on YouTube before. But it's okay. There shouldn't be that many. When I was having like a ton of issues with my game, and my computer had like no space, like maybe like 11 gigabytes. It was really bad. Oh, cute. And we've got a ways to figure out what we want to do, so. I was having a lot of trouble understanding, I don't know, just some stuff about crafting, so I kind of set up these 3x4 hot bars, or a hot bar, I guess. Kind of put some skills in order. They're like really like optimizing it and not just like crafting it regular quality, if that makes sense. Like trying to figure out how to do high quality items was a bit of a challenge for me for some reason. But that was working really well, and luckily I have the hotbar hidden behind where my camera is, so it doesn't look too messy. Quite fancy, I think. I don't know, because if I try it out with the trust system, then no one can, there's not really anybody to like help out with mechanics, if that makes sense. Cold brew is best brew. Yes, it is. It's actually gone now, but maybe we'll get some more later. And welcome in, and I hope you're having a really good day. Is cold brew something you enjoy? I did miss this outfit kind of. I love to pair it with the big pants. They look nice. I'm just catching up on a lot of stuff I'm behind on in terms of unlocking things and other shit in this game. And it's been a lot of fun. Been great. I got great news about a job today. Congratulations. I hope that goes really well. Cold brew is best brew and good news is best news. Oh my goodness. Give me just a second. I don't know why my game just crashed. Sorry, hang on. I'll leave my microphone on, but no idea what caused that. I guess we're not gonna walk to that dungeon again. Jeez, good thing we didn't queue for it already. I guess that's the reason we were wasting all of our time walking there. Oh. How did my game just like crash outright like that in a long time? So I hope everything's okay. Oh, I did, I checked out my golden saucer Saturday, I guess. I didn't know if I talked about that yet. More constellations. How disappointing, right? Okay, back to it. Not sure what that was all about, but it's okay. Got a 4th place prize, a whopping 4K payout. Hey! That's, I think all of the constellations added together are still a little bit under that, so congratulations. And welcome in, I hope you're having a good day. My game just crashed a minute ago. I don't know why, but we'll get back in there. And we've got a dungeon to do first thing this stream, so I was trying to figure out if I should try out the trust system. I don't know how well it works if you're not, like, tanking or something. I don't want to, like, not trust that it's good, I just don't really know anything about it. I know you don't have to walk to dungeons per se, you can just use the duty fighter once you got there. But I used the walk here to try and weigh in on that decision with myself. In NPC tanks, you kind of engage the mobs and they'll take... Okay, I might try that out some other time. I don't know. I guess it kind of depends. If anybody wants to do this dungeon, we can just do it. And if not, then I will just go ahead and try it out with the NPCs for a change so that we don't have to sit here and wait for the queue for a while. But let's see, what do we have? We're on a different tab now. How exciting. Oh, wait, that looks really pretty. Wow. Oldminster Switch. Very cool. Good, thanks. If you want help, I can join you. Otherwise, the trust isn't a bad thing either. I think maybe, if you do want to run this dungeon, I'll probably do it that way, and then I'll just try out the trust thing some other time. Just to see how it works and everything. But I can do it either way if this isn't like a super fun dungeon for you. But if you do want to do it, let me know, and we'll go ahead and do it that way. Really cool though. It's a good one. I can write it. Okay, cool. I appreciate it. Okay. It looks really cool, so I'm excited. Sure, you have to write all the right stuff on. Not sure how he wouldn't. I've been really waiting for the first Shadowbringers dungeon. I'm excited. I can only imagine it'll be really cool. It took a while to get one in the story, I feel like. Unless I was just kind of enjoying it so much that it seemed like it had been a while, but not that I was complaining because we had a ton of story to set up and there was so much to do. Even just so early on in the game, but I've been excited to see what it'll be like. Everything else has been such a, like, really cool improvement, I guess. I'm excited to see what they've done with the dungeons. I had to do both of the twin story. Yeah, those took a while. They were good though. I'm kind of glad I did Alphino's first though, because it kind of made Alizé's being the... Oh. Spooked me. I didn't overhear. It kind of made Alizé's more of like a conclusion to like those two little plot lines, I guess. It made it a more dramatic shift into what we have to do next, I feel like. than if I'd done that first. And then Alphanos was good. It was really interesting. There's definitely going to be a lot more to it, I imagine. Maybe. But I'd say in terms of like heavy hitting, like story, it was good. They both did a good job at introducing the bad guys to the story. Absolutely, they did. Yeah. I think they both tied in together really well. I thought it was strange how they did that, where you had to like pick up one and then come back for the other one, but I think it worked out really well. I definitely got what they were trying to do. It was nice. And it's so pretty out here. I can't imagine how pretty all the other areas are going to be. And I wonder when we'll get to them. Soon, maybe? I don't know. Yikes. 10-minute queue. My tank privileges must have gotten revoked. I swear, yeah, I feel like healers are really in need recently. But, you know, it's fine. Oh, a 2B minion. Very nice. Love that. Can't wait till I can get to all the Nier raids and stuff. I love Nier so much, so it'll be very exciting for me. Good evening, all. Good evening, Bowmage. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome in. Or evening, as you just said. Yes, it is for me, too. I stay up so late. I don't really consider 7-something the evening for me, but how was your Tuesday, I guess? I streamed Monday, so hope you've been having a good time. I feel like petting the 2B minion would make her kind of angry. I feel like she'd be very happy about that. I feel like I should, like, respectfully bow. Yeah, I think she'd prefer that. It's true. I feel like she'd get very angry. But yeah, I'm really excited to be able to do all that stuff. I can imagine how crazy they are. I've kind of tried to... I've seen a few people streaming them, and I've tried to avoid seeing them, because I kind of want them to be more of a surprise for me. I know they're going to be crazy, given, you know, just how Nier is in general. I'm very excited. I want everything from them. Everything. I tried to switch up my glamour a bit for today, and I'm not sure if I want to stick with it. But I did dye my weapons to match it, so that's fine for now. I used to use this outfit quite a bit on some of my other ones. Oh look, there you go, you've got that one. I like pairing it with these pants. That's how I used to wear it a lot. Different colors, I kind of switch it up. Got the same glam setup, nice. Yeah, I used to love it. I used it all the time for like anything. I used it a lot for my crafting. I'd wear it for then, and kind of everything. My bard used to wear it when that was what I mained as well, when I was leveling that up. It was probably the first, like, really core glamour piece that I bought off of the market board. And it was all downhill from there. I just couldn't stop. But that's how it goes. Glamour piece is one of my faves. I'm saving up for it. Yeah, it's so good. When I saw it, I'd have like favorites where I'd like go check the market board every day to see if like anybody was selling it for like, oh, there we go. To see if anybody was selling it for a little cheaper. Every now and then I get lucky. You get it as a random drop from Palace of the Dead. Yeah, I've gotten the sandals there once. I think I just sold them. And maybe another piece. Maybe the headdress. I don't think I used to like how it looked on my other character because she had bangs that kind of covered it up. Wow. This looks like it's gonna be so cool. We'll keep an eye on the chat for any mechanics or anything, but hopefully it goes okay. That's not what I meant to do. Oh my god. Oops. Wow, this is so cool. And Explorer mode is on all of the Shadowbringers dungeons, right? Because you bet I'm gonna be coming here and taking some screenshots for sure. Maybe I should remember that I keep trying to look into my screen effects and tone those down some. Will I ever remember? I'll do fine. Thanks, I hope so. I always tend to I was looking at the wrong set of skills. Sorry. I'll get used to playing again, even though it's only been a day. I have a problem sometimes. I'm looking at my like single skills and I don't see my like AoE skills when they're ready. Probably a downside of having them separated, but it really works for just the way I think of things, I guess. I don't know. Really makes sense in my head, so that's what matters, I guess. I definitely should have looked into, I still don't exactly know where Flourish fits into my rotation. I don't know if it's just like to get some extra luck and like have that stuff pop when it's not normally ready. That's kind of my take reading it, but I honestly don't know. They're so pretty, but so scary at the same time. Yep, I wasn't doing it again. Sorry. Figured out I haven't done anything where I had like more than one enemy at a time in a while, so now that I'm gonna be back into having like dungeons and trials and such. Get used to it again. This person has one of the probably more casual white mage glamours I've seen. I like it. It's cool. It's nice to see some variety. One of my absolute favorite things about this game is just like running around and seeing what other people's like gear and glamour looks like and just kind of like waiting for it and saving it up in my head. I love trying them on. Like just clicking on them, just like sitting there and like trying them on in like different dye colors and stuff. That's how I found a lot of the pieces that I've came to love. I just want to get out of that. was about to say, I feel like the bosses in this one are gonna be, and just because it's Shadowbringers are gonna be on another level. I was right. Wow. Very cool. Oh my gosh, the music. Okay, got that out of the way. Now I can back up some. Oh. Okay, what gets done with these? Oh my gosh. Very cool. Got a little lucky with where I was just standing. I try to get out of people's way because I worry that I'm like in the way on their screen. Really cool. There's definitely a lot more to focus on than like earlier bosses in the game, but I think it adds to it. More of a like fact than an opinion, I guess, but I like having more to focus on. More so when it's all like straightforward, but I'd say this one's pretty straightforward for the most part, from what I've seen. Oh goodness. The first times I've actually remembered to use like the Avant or whatever. And it's like actually done me well. Ooh. It just hit me very much. I'm not sure what's happening. Sorry, I'll use my oopsie heals. Yahoo! Very fun fight. I like that one quite a bit. Ooh. There was a while where I thought so like hard into stuff. I was like considering that I didn't want to play Dancer because I thought the like attacks would like be annoying and like get in people's way of seeing. Like if it bothered them, maybe just turn off their effects. I was like considering not playing a whole class, but I don't worry quite as much as that anymore. Luckily. And I'm glad I didn't end up letting that like affect my decision because I've been finding Dancer really fun. Answer is rather flashy, yeah. Don't feel so bad with a white mage in the group though. My foot's asleep. That's good. Very good. Ooh, need to another boss, huh? Oh no. Jeez, that's so depressing. Okay. Yes, I do recognize this boss, thank you. I kind of recognized her when I saw how strange, because I noticed that, when everything happened, her head looked quite a bit different, like shape-wise and everything, than the other Sin Eaters we'd seen so far. So yes, very recognizable. Amazing. Not super depressing at all. Ooh, something hit me. Sorry. Don't know what that means. There's two of them. Oh, she's going to me second, I guess? I don't know. It didn't hit me that hard, so I guess I'm not too worried about it. Okay, that did, though. I feel like we did that stack marker pretty well. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I guess just maybe we're supposed to like not stand too close together so that she doesn't like hit somebody more than once. Maybe she just does some pretty heavy group-wide damage. Damage to my emotions as well. Oh, we got twapped. Oh, jeez. I think I might have been wrong about the, That's okay. I think we're almost done. Oh no, died. Oh, our healer died. That's not good. Go ahead and use one of these then. See if that helps any. Oh no. I could not have used my oopsie heals when I did. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. Into talk. What does that mean? Oh, if we can get a technical step in, maybe. No heals for you. Dungeon was full of heals, yeah. Maybe nobody can stack. I get it though. Damn, nice job. So, was that person saying that I would walk in to talk to them, so they just like... It's fine either way. It went fine. No heals for us. Oh, Rose with the clutch. Swear. But yeah, aside from that, that boss was just really depressing. That's okay. I need to get used to it for Shadowbringers, right? Springers. There was a bit of time. I was quite early in the game. I'm not too embarrassed to admit it. I thought I didn't know what Dark Knight attacks looked like, and I thought there was something from an enemy, and I thought I should avoid them. I tried to like run away from them. I think you might have seen that instinct actually just now. Maybe because I was talking about it. Or maybe it still happens sometimes, but it was really funny once I figured that out. Like that's not something attacking me. I'd run out of it like every single time. I imagine with all that running around I probably was not the healer's friend, but that's okay. You gotta learn. I don't think this glamour was too much when I ended up picking it up. I think the Crescent Moon nightgown was probably the first, like, what I would consider for the money I had splurge that I made at the time. I wonder, does everybody have, like, I don't know, does everybody have, like, their, like, first, like, glam item that they remember, like, was probably, like, way more money than they should have been spending on something just for glamour? I don't know. Let me know. I think that's always fun to talk about. And it's like fun because like once you start spending that much money, you're like, well, because then like all the other like glamour purchases don't seem like as much because you're like, well, at least you know it's not anywhere near as much as the you know, whichever item was. For me, I still kind of judge things by like Crescent Moon nightgown standards. I feel like I probably paid just about as much for the coat. I don't remember which one I have. It was the... I got it when it was like way cheaper, obviously. I don't remember if it was the... Oh, that's pretty. If it was the urban coat or the rebel coat. I have the one that has like a little bit more like little like chains and doodads on it. First glam was Dragoon level 50 artifact. Nice. A bit fancier than just something grabbed off the market board. Whoa. Oh, sorry. This is the last boss already? Wow. A pretty creepy boss, I think, in my opinion. Ooh. Iron chain. Was that put on the person that got that marker? Does everyone else need to destroy that, or is it something you take care of on your own? It kind of wasn't there long enough for me to see what happened. Ooh! I did not get all the way out of that in time. Very sorry. Jesus! Jesus! Can I get out of this shit in time? Sorry. That was just like the worst timing I could have imagined. Jeez. One hard-hitting boss. Oh jeez, what's happening? I did see that a bit in some other boss. I don't remember who, but otherwise I would not have recognized that little icon at all. The little spinning thing. Jeez. Is he done now? Okay. I tried to get here as literally quick as I could. Another one of these, maybe. Shit, shit. And I've got something else on me to kill me. Lucky that I got out of that in time. No, kind of wasted my technical step. Thanks, Mr. Boss. That's alright, I suppose. Won't lie, that last boss is fucking. Yeah, I imagine. Got it though, you saved us from having to do it again. We're already pretty close to the. Close-ish to the end there. Honestly, we weren't that close, but. I did remember that shield samba is more effective if you're standing like right next to your partner. Wow, that's a little. I said Hey, you have to bring the stack to me. I just figured I would do anything that I could do to help a little bit. Even if I couldn't get right next to where they were. Alright. This boss is insane. Yeah, that definitely was insane. Goodness. Thank you. It was fun though. Over a little quicker than I thought. I was like, oh, we're already at the last boss. Interesting. Well, I feel like I got a few things in here. It wouldn't show. I got some stuff. We'll figure it out later. Very cool. First Shadowbringers dungeon. Done and done. Every time. We haven't had any story in the whole stream so far. We had to go right into that dungeon.
It's releasing its ether. Fall back.
You know if that volume is okay. I think it is about what it normally is.
We cannot let it touch us. Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw.
That will not be necessary, Captain. Though I appreciate your concern. The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor. But now we have a way to contain that corruption. The blessing of light, and the hero who wields it now stands before you.
It is enlightening. Haha,
Behold,
very funny. Yes,
the
it is.
monster's power is broken, and the world, twisted by its touch, returns to its rightful form.
Hmm.
Sky, What's happening?
It's so beautiful.
The sunless sea. The warrior of darkness has come.
That's what you think.
Is that what I think it is?
The night sky. As it should be.
Who are you people? You killed a warden, then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true. My lord?
How many years have I waited for this moment?
I feel like, I don't know if it's just me today, but like even when this story is not like being actively sad, it's just making me more emotional, I guess, than other parts of the game. I don't know. I just had to throw that out there.
For the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet our victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion. Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But, be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will. I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed, but for the present, I beg you stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the wardens and restore darkness to the first.
Oh, I see him in the background.
On behalf of the first, I offer you my deepest thanks.
I don't feel like this is supposed to be almost making me cry. I don't think so. Not bode well for me for the rest of the expansion, I wouldn't imagine.
I understand there is much at stake here, Exarch, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose. And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll.
Yeah, me too, man.
Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
There are high points too in this. That's good. It would be nice to have some, like, happy tears or something in this expansion. That'd be nice.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin Eater is defeated.
Come then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crystarium.
I mean, that area's not gonna look as cool and purple anymore. Fine, either way. And they have like, oh no, it's still pretty. Just can't be dark here. Oh my gosh, hello. How quickly you've justified my faith in you. So many lives saved, and the sky itself heralds your success. A single victory in a larger struggle, perhaps, but a momentous one nonetheless. Wow, we are, we've got quite, oh yeah. 17 something million a level, I guess. That makes sense. Trust parties unlocked. You can enlist NPC companions to revisit completed instances by opening the trust interface located under the duty in the menu. Very nice. Oh, let me get some more. We haven't had any cutscenes yet, so I'm not quite as used to talking. Now, as for how we proceed from here. The villagers we evacuated earlier have arrived safely in the Crystarium. They seem to be accepting their situation for the moment. Most folk are far too distracted by the sky to worry about wounds or lost homes. They whisper and wonder if the warrior of darkness has come. It is to be expected. Econics, I must ask a favor of you. Would you be so kind as to conceal your involvement in this endeavor for the time being? Seeing the light recede from Lakeland is a momentous occasion, and many will be swept up in a maelstrom of excitement and confusion. Should you come forth as the legendary warrior of darkness, I fear that, no matter how good your intentions, such an appearance would throw the city into disarray. I find myself in agreement with the Exarch, although my concerns are more focused on Yulmore. Man, wouldn't that be a mess? It may be best if you maintain a low profile until we see how Valkyrie responds to all of this. My thanks. Though we cannot freely celebrate your success, pray allow your heart to be buoyed by the joy of our citizens. A joy you surely brought into being. And I must ask the same discretion of you, Captain. It is my intention to share with our people the tale of a great warrior who stood in defiance of the Sin Eaters. This unnamed champion defeated the Light Warden, and has since departed for parts unknown, yes? As you wish, my lord. Your penchant for mystery is nothing anew, and I will encourage folk not to question this either. Although I expect to be told the whole truth of it one day, about all of you. You have it, Commander Bunny. With that settled, I shall return to the Crystarium and make an address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits. And to think, you'll not even need to shutter the windows to enjoy a dark and peaceful night's sleep. I don't remember them saying how long it had been since they had seen, like, a true nighttime, as far as the sky, but I don't know if it was like that many years. I'm sure there's, like, children who live there that have never even seen, like, the night sky, which is crazy. I must stay behind and coordinate the evacuation of the remaining survivors. I hesitate to ask after all you've done here today, but could I ask you to pass on a message on your way to Independence? Please let Broggy know that we're bringing in a number of injured and that any restoratives in the markets need to be reserved for the infirmary. Wasn't it like 200 years or something? 100 years? Yeah, I couldn't remember. I feel like it was a lot. So a lot of people have never seen the night sky. That's insane. We'd start making our own way back to the Crystarium. Slowly, mind you. It wouldn't do to arrive too soon after the Exarch. I'm staying behind as well. There's something I need to check on Holminster. That's very sad. We already went through the village top to bottom, Alizé. We should take all the chance to rest, you included. I knew one of those eaters. I can't rest, not now. So please, I wish to be left alone for a while. And that means you as well, Muconix. I shall be cross if you try to follow me. I promise to find you later, when I feel myself again. Well, I guess she has to do what she needs to do. Just you and me then, shall we? Knew her a bit too, but that's okay. Oh wait, no, we just go right back to the Crystarium. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take a super quick restroom break. Be back in just 1 minute, right before we work on this bit of the quest, but I will be back in just a minute. Okay. Overlays came in. Very cool. And I came back with some more coffee, so we'll have plenty of energy for the rest of the stream. Try not to spill it. Okay, very good. Alright, let's see what Alphino has to say. Well, the Crystarium seems relatively ordered, wouldn't you say? The Exarch's speech must have been reassuring to hear. On the contrary, there is something jubilant in the air. I have a feeling this night won't be quite as peaceful as our hooded friend predicted. I think I shall take a brief stroll around town before retiring to my chambers. Once you've discharged your duty to Bragi, I suggest you do the same. Why can't we just expect tonight to be a happy night, Alphino? Ooh, we're almost 74. Nice. Sleep well, Mechanics. I hope untroubled dreams find you and Alizé both. Okay. Gotta go talk to Bragi. The markets? Actually, I'm not that far. And then sleep, I guess? Maze of a city. It's really cool though. I don't know how I imagined it. I've only seen like one small screenshot of an area from it because I really wanted to keep a lot of stuff secret for myself. Well, not so much secret, I guess a surprise, but it's different than I expected. It's really nice. Hi, what can I do for you? Looking to buy a lantern like every other stumbling soul in the city? It's funny, they're not even prepared to have darkness. I see. Well, Captain Lena can rest assured that any potions I spot coming in will be set aside for the wounded. Hang on a moment. If you're carrying messages for the guard, does that mean you were there then? Battle at Holminster? Stalwart lass like you might want to pay a visit to this wandering stairs to make herself known. I'm sure Leonard can introduce you to some interesting opportunities. Okay. Not sure what that means. Could have just said I was like passing through. I'll make it obvious you were there, but don't deny the first time someone asks you if you were there. Ciela? More beer for table 2. A couple pints of mead for table 3 while you're at it. Coming right up. What's my arm so angry for? Sorry, we're rushed off our feet today, miss. Can I get you anything? Drinks are on the house. Why you're so busy? I guess. Oh, that Bragi has a twisted sense of humor. To think he'd send you to me at a time like this. The first real night in near 100 years. Has folks all riled up and then some. What's more, there was that eater business at Holminster Switch. They say Light Warden was destroyed without a damn trace, and it was the Warrior of Darkness who did the deed. The blank stare, just... You heard that? I really must apologize for Glenard. He's been almost as rowdy as our customers, and that's no small feat. A lot of our regulars are bounty hunters, you see. They mostly go after eaters, and the rumor of the warrior's appearance was the spark to their kindling. You know how the weak eaters are drawn to the strong ones, right? Aye, they swarm like angry bees around a queen. You need look no further than Holminster for proof of that. Attacks on that scale don't happen every day. Praise the blessed shadow. No, the more common threats are the strays. No one knows why, but every now and then an eater will leave the pack to prowl alone. Those are the ones you run into in the road. Your luck is foul. They're a danger to everyone, so the settlement council puts bounties on their heads. Our bar here is a convenient place for hunters to gather and share information. Seems a few of them were inspired by the warden slaying even more than most. These are the types who have their sights set on the absolute worst of the strays, a class of eaters that have been dubbed the cardinal virtues. The virtues showed up out of nowhere about 3 summers ago, when historians heard the descriptions given by survivors. Well, apparently they share an appearance with the villains who caused the flood. Aw, jeez. And if that doesn't send a chill down your spine, they're also reported to be as tough as light wardens. Not the kind of prey you can take down single-handed. Our virtue hunters had all but given up, but knowing the warrior of darkness is out there has lit a fire in their bellies. Just look at them. That Hume over there with the oversized sword is Granson. He's in it for revenge. Wants to recruit a comrade in arms as tenacious as he is. The Mistill lad is Lou Reek. Don't be fooled by those dewy cheeks. He's as hard a hunter as they come. He just lost a partner and seems to be on the lookout for a new one. Am I picking one? This cutscene's... I don't know. That's Sarag. Word is he seeks an expert in magecraft to help fight the virtue he's after. Last we have Yacht, dwarf and drunkard both. Wanted to join forces with a healer and only a healer. Something about needing a mentor's wisdom? These are your job quest givers. Okay, cool. Thank you. It seemed like it was so important who they were, they kept like panning over to them. It just seemed unusual. I've seen my share of competent veterans, and you have that look about you. Maybe you should introduce yourself to one of our hunters. Who knows? Together. Oh, so that's... Okay, yeah, because I was wondering when I was going to get another job quest. Would explain it. It's broken down into tank, healer, magic DPS, and physical DPS. Okay, cool. Thank you. Who knows? Together you might even collect the bounty on a cardinal virtue. So are the... I guess the plot lines from our job quests just like done? That's fine, but I'm just curious. Now there's a grand idea. Imagine the prestige my bar would earn if we boasted the patronage of a successful virtue hunter. You gain access to role quests. A separate quest line and story is now available for tank, physical DPS, magical DPS, and healer roles. In order to reach the final stages of the Shadowbringers main scenario, you must complete at least one role quest line. Speak with a virtue hunter at the Wandering Stairs to accept a quest offer. Okay, cool. Do another one to your job at 80. Okay, thank you. I'm actually excited that they're doing things differently now, because it's just a nice change of pace. I do need to pick one of these up now, correct, I imagine? I need to clear one for the story if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think you said something along those lines in the after the cutscene. I just didn't know how soon, so I'll just go ahead and pick it up. If that is what makes it easiest. Wait, you wouldn't happen to be... Yes, of course you are. Just plain from the way you carry yourself. You're just the sort of woman I've been looking for. You're perfect. Thanks. My name is Lurig, and I'm a bounty hunter. But not just any bounty hunter, I'll have you know. Nay, I'm not one to settle for run-of-the-mill prey. I hunt sin eaters. Not only that, I have recently set my sights on a particularly notable fiend. One of the 4 cardinal virtues, those infamous instigators of the flood itself. Naturally, it will take considerable strength and skill to defeat such a formidable eater, and I'm not afraid to admit that I cannot do it alone. However, with the aid of equally formidable allies, I'm confident it can be done. And you, my friend, are exactly the sort of ally I have in mind to recruit. Great. Walk away without a word. That'd be so mean. I knew you would be interested. And should the challenge alone be insufficient motivation, know that I have substantial financial resources at my disposal. You will be duly compensated for your service, rest assured. However, much as I am certain you are the right woman for the job, it is only meet that I put your skills to the proof. A simple test would suffice. Pray do not be offended, but you would be shocked how many people present themselves falsely in order to enrich themselves or to impress others. I am offended, actually. Right. Okay, well, because the Bookalow, hi! Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're having a good day. How are you doing? I'm so sorry I haven't followed you already. I thought I had. That's totally okay. Hope you're doing awesome. I have been a little too busy with just like tons of stuff going on and changing up my schedule to pop into mini streams. But I hope you're having a really good time. I hope it's going well. I know you hit affiliate somewhat recently, I think. I remember. Congratulations on that again, if I hadn't already said. Hope you're having a great day. Since I have the rest of my main story quest here, I will do the job quest, I guess. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this one since I'm already right here, and since I think it's the end of a quest. Welcome back, miss. Wonder if anyone can sleep with the city in such an uproar. But you will be retiring to your quarters? I guess so. Very good. In light of the present situation, I've had illumination prepared for all of our rooms. No need to rush to the markets for lanterns or candles. Have a pleasant rest, miss. Yay. I'm doing great. I'm downloading Final Fantasy XIV to my PS4 so I can stream it too. Thank you, I appreciate it. Awesome. And you're welcome, no problem. That's really cool. I couldn't recommend this game heavily enough. It's fantastic. My PC can't run this in stream. Man, mine barely can either. I have some trouble sometimes. Yeah, that's definitely a very good reason to get it on the PS4, but I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions about any of it, anytime you're playing, feel free to send me a message. I am more so knowledgeable about the beginning parts of the game.
So it's your lot's turn to be the warriors of darkness, is it? It's funny how things work out.
I'm not very knowledgeable about any like in-game type things, but I could answer any questions if you have any. Yes, I love it. I played it on my PC before. It was great. Oh, awesome. I've been playing it a lot off and on, but I got distracted, so I still spent a lot of time on the game, if that makes sense, but I haven't progressed quite as much, and I have a lot of things left to unlock. Thank you so much. I'm still such a noob. I mean, I just lost my sprout a few days ago, and I feel like I still need it. I feel like I still want people to think I'm new. Because it was kind of a... I don't know. It's just now I feel like I'm expected to be good, I guess. So cherish that little sprout icon while you have it. And enjoy the story. It's amazing. It only gets better from wherever you start. Feel that, yeah. This is literally my in-room. Please stop showing up.
Hi, I know. Just the place. In case you've forgotten, you're the only one who can see me. If we had one of our little chats in public, people might start thinking you'd lost your wits.
Not really. There's plenty of places you could find me that were not my in-room. The middle of Lakeland, maybe, where nobody is. Gotta go, but enjoy the rest of your stream. Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.
I remember them from our battle in the Source. Are they your friends then? Through thick and thin?
Hell yeah, they are.
Aye. Then I suggest you keep them close. It's when you charge ahead trying to save someone else that you end up losing those you love. Not that you need telling, I'll bet you've lost plenty. But I wonder, what will it cost you this time?
Please don't be solemn, and it's her.
I don't remember when it was that I learned regret wasn't worth the bother. You get numb to it all over the years. The lost comrades, the broken promises, the abandoned principles. And just more nagging burdens to ignore.
So this is what the light was hiding. She's here. I must go to her.
Oh, things are getting very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Oh, that little pink hair tie type deal she had. Hair ribbon, I guess more so. I don't know. Meanwhile.
Intruders! Fan out and find them!
I don't think we've had a meanwhile or any type of cutscene. Stinian! Oh my gosh.
Out of my way!
Oh my gosh. I think we've had any type of cutscene or any story here since Shadowbringers officially started. If not, maybe one.
Stay your weapon. We are not your enemy. When the alarm sounded, I wondered what we had done to betray our presence. But I see now we are not the only intruders. Sir Estinian, I presume. The dragoon who plucked the warrior of light from the jaws of death? Your armor is most distinct.
Much as yours once was. But even without it, I see a former legator still has eyes and ears in unexpected places.
It took Estinian to figure that out a lot quicker than we did.
Van Baelsar, in the flesh. Though I understand you prefer Shadow Hunter.
You are in contact with the Scions, I take it.
Oh, we already knew.
Through no choice of my own, they tracked me down and conscripted me to their cause.
Hey, maybe let's not talk so mean about us, Estinian. or my feelings get really hurt.
I swear the receptionist was trained as a spy. Not that anyone can escape that Baldessian woman once she has caught the scent of your ether.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you. Hello, NTF Can. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. You're just going through some main story on Shadowbringers here. I am loving it. It just gets more intense I think this is maybe the third stream where we've technically been in the actual Shadowbringers story. And I'm loving it. I've saved, like, myself from knowing anything that happens, I think. So, I'm really, really excited.
If they have resorted to using freelancers, I must assume their attempts to wake the afflicted have failed.
If you are already through all the story, how long ago was Shadowbringers for you? And are you excited for Endwalker?
And what of their champion?
Away on other business. Thus, it has fallen to me to root out any trace of the Empire's new weapon.
This gets very intense. You will love it. Thank you. I'm really excited. I'm just loving it more every single time. I think this is the third stream. No?
If it is Black Rose you seek, you are too late.
Yeah.
My people have already completed your mission here. Yet this is but one factory among many. When they caught wind of our efforts, they built additional facilities to ensure production continues unabated.
I need to get to the end of it. Awesome. Working on doing the final raids or dungeons at this point. Very cool. Well, I hope that goes well. I'm trying to not rush myself too much because I had that problem in the past. But I know I should be caught up by Endwalker, so I'm really excited. Should have some time to do some extra stuff between then as well.
There will be no one left in the lands they conquer. No citizens to conscript. No skills to exploit. Nothing the Empire needs. And they will call it victory.
What exactly does this Black Rose do?
The gas is described as a poison, but its actual effect is more arcane in nature. It was created to disrupt the ether in living beings, to bring the flow of their life energies to a standstill. Inhaling even the tiniest amount will cause all bodily functions to cease, much as a potent venom will stop a man's heart.
Thank you so much for the follow, NTF Cannibal. I appreciate that so much. And I hope you're having a really nice time. I hope you enjoy where we are at. And I hope you're having fun at the point in the game that you are in. I'll be there soon enough, I guess. But thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Released over a city, Black Rose could conceivably kill every inhabitant, and all without damaging a single structure.
I'm very afraid about this Black Rose deal.
Search every corner! Rouse the barracks if you have to! I want this facility secured!
Better go, Estinian. Also talk nicer about me and my friends.
Sir Estinian, I have an offer for you, but I will make it only once.
I want to be here for your for the reactions to the story. I think you'll love it. I know I'll definitely love it because I'm loving it already. And definitely gonna cry. I almost cried at something not even sad a little bit earlier today when the darkness finally was covering the sky, when they like finally had nighttime. That wasn't even very sad. That was a good thing, but just I can tell it's gonna be really very emotional in both positive and negative ways. So
Since it would seem we seek the same answers, you are welcome to join us.
From what I hear, you need all the help you can get. In case you don't know, Varys himself confessed that your empire was a creation of the Ascians.
happy tears, yeah, for sure. I hope this expansion is full of just as many happy tears as I know it will have sad tears. Nice balance. I'll be crying either way.
I am aware of what His Radiance said at the parley. Thus I would return to the capital, that I might behold the truth of this corruption with my own eyes. My path leads to Garlemald.
Level up. Are we 73? 74 now? 74. Nice. Alright, and what? Is it an achievement? Nothing for it? Ooh, a title. Very nice. Don't look at my inventory. I cleaned it out not that long ago and it definitely needs it again. I will do that off stream tonight, I think. Okay. Love new titles. Or at least it looked like there was one. I may have been wrong again. Okay, yeah. Oh, here it is. 3. Yay. Gonna be logging into Final Fantasy 14. I have you on my other monitor. I'll be here if you need anything. Thank you. Have fun doing what you're doing on the game. Hope everything you're doing. I know you said you're getting towards the final raids and dungeons and stuff. So good luck with those, for sure. I imagine I imagine the things are probably getting pretty crazy towards the end. I just did my first dungeon for Shadowbringers and it was pretty intense. But it was really fun. Right, so if we need this to progress at some point, we should probably go ahead and start them. I think that would make sense. Or should we pick this one up? Yeah, we'll pick this one up, we'll start it. I think that makes plenty of sense. Pick it up and then we'll go start the job quest. Need some water real quick. Yes, I'm coming from other MMOs, the grinding is normal to me. That makes sense. Well, good luck either way. Begging your pardons, miss, but do you perchance intend to head outside? If so, I would strongly advise you not stray too far from the Crystarium. Word has it Yulmore has dispatched its military to Lakeland. Oh, fantastic. They are definitely looking for me. And Alphino both, I'm sure. Given the timing, one can only assume they do not welcome the return of the night. Even now, the Exarch is in the Ocular deliberating a response. Great. Okay, so we will go there. We're gonna pick up that job quest though because we're gonna have a bit of those to do. I imagine if they follow the same leveling thing as job quests did before. I know it's a little different because of how they have it set up, but we are a little leveled past our quests. We're at 74 now. I want to go ahead and get a start on those. Hi, Daden Gaming, if that's how you say it. Welcome in. I hope you're having a really great time. Those are some very happy, cute emotes. I love those. The first one, is that a bumblebee? Because it kind of looks like it, and it's adorable either way. No quests. I like how they did them in this expansion. I like that they switched it up, yeah. It just makes more, I guess it makes everything in this expansion just seem a lot newer, I guess. Just kind of mixes it up some. I find that really cool. It just makes it feel so separate and special, which is exactly what I was hoping for, because I started playing regularly right before, like a month or two before Shadowbringers came out. I'm heading towards the main quest, aren't I? Yeah. That's okay, we're not far. I played a tiny bit. I've talked about it quite a bit. I played a tiny bit in 2016, but I was still in school at the time, and I just kind of fell off of it. But I really got into it, I think it was May of 2019, so not long before Shadowbringers came out. So this has been a goal of mine for a really long time, because I just really wish that I could have played it with everyone. So Endwalker will be my first expansion where I get to play with everyone at the same time, which is super exciting. Here are the bees that are last year's Pride Month emotes, I believe. So cute. I love those so much. Leave me alone. Man, throwing rocks at me. I will go around. I know I was going around somewhere. I can't remember where now. I think it was one of the... I want to say it was... Yeah, it was Kaluja. I was going around trying to get some ether currents and doing the quest for those and such. But I don't think that was probably the best usage of my time. But I don't think I can get all the ones here yet, because there's places I've not been able to go. But as soon as I get them, I will be going around trying to gather them all up off stream so that I don't run into another Stormblood situation where I'm just walking everywhere. Wouldn't it be something if you had to get like mount privileges again after, like, with each expansion? Oh, this iguana isn't still coming for me. Here we are on the our proving grounds. You need only slay a beast of suitable ferocity before my very own eyes to demonstrate your own. Naturally, we require bait to lure one out of hiding. Oh, be Lord, got your package here. Well done, my good man. And here's your payment. Amazing how your chocobo is interdimensional, isn't it? They are, very fancy beings. They can just go wherever they please. All of my mounts somehow just followed me all the way here to this other dimension. Wacky. Oh, the bait in question. Easier to have it delivered than to take a detour and pick it up myself. Rather more efficient as well. Time is money. Now then, you need only place it in the open and slay whatever comes to claim it. I cannot imagine it will take long for something to come hither. He bent down and handed it to me like that. Sorry, I'm trying to not trip over my words, but I think I'm at my coffee threshold maybe, so kind of like try to speed through all of the words without meaning to. Get my Choco out. Don't want to leave him behind. I'm waiting. Oh, is this where I go? Okay. Gotcha. I have no idea how long I was just gonna stand there and wait. Alright. Alright, Mr. Cat, sir. You think, what's his name, Lurik, that gave us the quest? He's, like, he's quite, cat-like, so would this kind of hurt his feelings? Shouldn't you not be okay with that? Fantastic. I knew I was not wrong about you. Let us return to the Crystarium at once. Okay. That was not much. Okay. What's your main quest again? There's way more people here than there were earlier. When I logged in, Gridania was packed. And the Crystarium was pretty empty, but there's a lot more people here now. At least standing around the Aetherite. I can't really just judge it by that, but I'd be hanging out here all the time too. So nice. I never end up getting around to changing my home point much. Maybe I should switch it to here. I know it makes sense to do, but I just forget mostly. I'm just so used to Gridania being my home. Congratulations on a kill well made, my good woman. I dare say this is the beginning of a beautiful partnership. Let us commemorate the occasion with a feast. Each drink and be merry. Well, that is actually a feast. Wow. Mine's still in Gridania. I don't think I've ever changed it. I think I changed it once. I think it was actually when I first got to Heavensward because I was so excited to be in a different place. And then I switched it back pretty soon after. Wonderful stuff, isn't it? My compliments to the chef. Another helping? No? Are you sure? It really is no bother. Oh, very well. I'm not going to narrate all the eating sounds. I should like to return to our earlier discussion. That of the virtue I have engaged you to hunt with me. Got some story, don't we? Yep. Oh. Rhea is her name, and she roams Norvrend in the guise of Brenda Ray, fallen warrior of light and renowned hunter of Eld. She's the most elusive eater, who's been slighted in every corner of the realm. Though her movements are unpredictable, she has often been witnessed pursuing and slaying extraordinarily dangerous beasts. You can well imagine the question forming in your head. Why not leave her be? If anything, is she not aiding local communities after a fashion? Alas, no, for the beasts she slays rise anew as eaters, pose even greater threats to the small folk. So you see, this one wretched sin eater is in truth doing untold chaos by carrying on as she does, unleashing more of her kind on unsuspecting towns and villages all across Norvrend. Only you and I can stop her. Yeah, I remember her. Act like I don't know anything. Huh, what an odd thing to ask. But never mind all that. Whether or not they were heroes or villains or whatever 100 years ago doesn't matter to me. The truth is, Brenda Ray was the greatest hunter who ever lived, and beating her at her own game would be an amazing feat, don't you think? And regardless of what the warriors of light were before they became sin eaters, that's what they are now. But we'd be doing folks a favor by killing one. Well, what say you, friend? Will you hunt Andrea down with me? I mean, I guess... Not that I get a choice, but it is kind of depressing. So begins our formal partnership. I can see it now. You and me in the heat of battle fighting side by side. the picture of courage and camaraderie. Going to be grand. Naturally, it will take us time to study and understand our prey. Eaters can behave in strange and inexplicable ways, particularly powerful ones like Andrea. I've been doing my best to get inside her head, to think like a hunter, but it is easier said than done. Anyway, as soon as I've determined where we ought to begin our search, I will inform you at once. This is a cool way that they set it up, I guess, because... Oh, is the reward lacking? My apologies. Next time I will see that you receive rather more substantial compensation. Okay. I think the interesting part about how they set them up now is that as you, like, play different types of classes, then you get to experience different, like, parts of the story. I think that's cool. I imagine there's one of these, yeah, per 2 levels, so we would have 2 more of them to do. Because they're at such a low level, though, I'm sure we're not going to run into the spot of needing them done anytime soon. But I guess we may as well go ahead and do the 2 that we need. First one wasn't too long, so I can't imagine the rest are too lengthy either. And I was just talking about how I need to not push things. What was I gonna say? Push things, I don't know, on the back burner, I guess, because that's how I got so behind in unlocking lots of things. Wait, it's really you. You actually came. I didn't even leave, actually. I was just standing there. The job quests have really good stories. Awesome. I love that. I know some of the... Not saying anything bad about them, but I know some of the earlier job quests were a little lacking, I guess. Just because... Well, there just wasn't a lot to them, but... I'm not saying that about all of them, obviously. Maybe I should go back and have paid attention to mine. I don't know. I mean, never mind. You're here to hunt Andrea with me, yes? Of course you are. Why else would you be here? And wouldn't you know it, one of my hirelings should be returning with new information any moment now. He really outsources a lot of his work. Greetings, my lord. I'm pleased to report that Andrea was recently sighted in Amarang, in the vicinity of Samil's backbone, it would seem. Apparently, there was a right vicious spider that was giving folks trouble, and now that it's been turned, it's about a dozen times worse. They'd be grateful for any assistance. I see. Well done, my friend. Your payment, as promised. So they're getting paid. Money, please. Why bother going out and pestering the small folk for news when you can employ others to do it for you? Better to devote our precious time to rather more important matters, I say. In owning to my winning strategy, we may now depart for Amarang and the delightfully named Samil's backbone. For in pursuing the spider, we may yet find its maker. Okay. I'm going to teleport to Amarang. I guess we'll go to Mortsuk. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to take another super quick resting break, and I will be back in just 1 minute. Come on, overlay you. Okay. I agree. I mean, a Dark Knight, that quest was really good. I have heard really good things about that, yeah. A warrior now, I'm wondering if I should stick with it or switch to Dark Knight when I unlock it. What do you think would be best? Personal preference, I enjoy warrior more. Why not just try everything, you know? I have heard very good things. I mean, I know story isn't the most important part of a class, obviously, it's the gameplay, but I have heard very good things about the Dark Knight story. Yeah, try out Dark and then decide then, yeah. I have picked up the class and started the story, but me forgetting I don't have flying again. But I will have to get over my fears of tanking before I get much farther than the first quest or so. Dark has an amazing damage mitigation, and Warrior can just keep healing itself. Hi Andy11, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. Do you also play Final Fantasy XIV, or are you just checking it out? And if so, how far are you? Are you excited for Endwalker? All those types of things. I want this Aether Current to give it to me. I will collect them. They will be mine. Thinking about replaying, but not sure. Wow. So you definitely gotten all the way through. You could replay it, or you could just wait for the new adventures and Endwalker. Kind of depends on what you want to do. Would you be replaying it with like New Game Plus, or do you want to make like a whole new character and just start over from the beginning? I'm personally too attached to my character to ever do anything like that. So. This is certainly the place. I gather those bones once belonged to dear Emil, but I see no troublesome arachnid. It being a rather large desert, I had considered hiring a few trackers to hasten our search, but I've yet to spy a place where such individuals might congregate. Pity. But nothing to roll up our proverbial sleeves and do the dirty work ourselves. I'll split up and search the sands for this sin-eater spider. Whoever finds it first may have the honor of slaying it themselves. Yay. And should we not find it, well, after we both have searched for a suitable length of time, I say we meet back here. Let the hunt begin. I need to try it out for sure, it looks fun. Yeah, I mean, why not try out every class, you know? Both Warrior and Dark have similar mechanics. Double buff and spam high damage hits. The only thing holding me back from not doing Dark Knight is I have no experience with tanking. And if you're already playing Warrior, it shouldn't be too bad, right? I did turn off my mount music to enjoy some of the nice new Shadowbringers music. I think I did that yesterday when I was going around doing some extra stuff. Survey the surrounding sands. Find no trace of the spider you seek. Okay, sure. Where do we go now? Do the whole outfit again, I think. I don't know. I miss this one, truthfully. You can't tell I get a little distracted on the journey to the destination. There we go. Perfectly weird and mismatch. Love it. I think this turtle's gonna get us. Well, we'll finish our little dance anyways. Okay, so got him. Like, in-game is really different than where I'm at now. It's my first MMO tanking experience, so I want a really good one. Well, try them out and see which one you like most, you know? That's the only way to know. These gigantenders are so cute. I can't get over them. One of the coolest new little enemy guys I've seen. Dude, if there was a mounted one like him. Really can't go wrong with any of them. Yeah. Great thing about this game, you can just try them all out on your character. Imagine if you're playing like something else and you're like, well, I don't like this class. Guess I gotta start all over. Ooh, who wants that, right? Where did he go? Oh my. Oh no no. We had a headache since we got here. Oh no. It made me feel so. They're so good at this. There she is, the Scourge of Norvrand, the Devourer of Souls. Alam quits. We bring this mark down, they'll be singing ballads about us till the end of time. Never mind the king's bounty. Hells, we could buy ourselves a couple of castles apiece. Wow. Flanking maneuver, as discussed. Wait for my signal, then we'll strike as one. Damn it, she's onto us. Don't panic, we plan for this. We'll act as decoys while Renderay brings her down. Go, go. Wait, not yet. There's no need to rush this. Oh, they're rushing it. Wow. Got it. Always so headstrong. My head. I can't. She's going down. Oh, her friend's gonna die. That is a way more gigantic enemy than I realized in the beginning. No, come back here. Finish it, you bloody bastard. Finish me. Oop. There she goes. And her friends are dead. Oh. So sorry. All my fault. Not let it end like this, I promise. I'll kill that goddamn beast if it's the last thing I do. Hey, what was that just now? I had headaches before, but the way you were thrashing about wasn't like anything I've ever felt. the gods. I thought we were lucky just to catch a glimpse of Andrea. But you're also telling me you were granted a vision of her past with this power of yours? Though, warriors killed while hunting a great horned beast. Beast their surviving companion vows to slay in revenge. I've heard this tale before. I know it. It is a common enough sort of tale, I suppose. And regardless, she's gone. Come, let us return to the Crystarium. Celebrate your accomplishment. Whew. Coffee almost killed me, but it's alright. Probably so much better ways to. Whoa. What am I doing? Floating. That's probably not good. Okay. That was. Right, that was strange, but that's alright. The table is set. And so I bid you raise a glass with me, that together we might toast your spectacular accomplishment. Like this is supposed to be 2 levels apart, but I just had a big feast. Like 20 minutes ago, so. Really nothing quite like a hearty meal after a job well done. Drink up, my friend. Had your fill? I have another few bottles ready and waiting to be opened. No? Oh, very well, if you insist. We should have one more to do, I think, because we just hit 74. And we will be back to the actual main story. These are important because we're going to run into a point where we need to have had them done. I believe. It occurs to me, my good woman, that I have yet to ask you your name. So quickly did we forge our friendship that I hardly noticed until now. Muconix. Reek and Muconix. Yes, I rather like the sound of that. Reek and Muconix, the daring duo. Brave bounty hunters, the scourge of sin eaters. A lot of titles. Once we have slain Andrea, not a soul in Norvrand will not know our names. I'll ring out all across the realm. That is nothing new to me, but you don't know that. But I should dwell overmuch on the victory before the struggle. A wise hunter is prepared and patient. It would be prudent to send double, nay triple, the agents afield. Seek our promising new leads. Sure it's wise to spend your money so freely. Worried about the budget for our brave endeavor? Well, don't be. I'm prepared to fund our activities if as needed. No expense shall be spared. None whatsoever. It's his money, I guess. Is it supposed to be funny, the very tiny amount of gil that I'm being given with all the people he's paying? Alright, we've got one more. There she is, Muconix. Come to rejoin her bosom companion in the great hunt. It is well that you have, for I have obtained new information concerning the sighting of Andrea and Kaluja. The fiend has transformed yet another deadly mark, great bear in this instance, into an even deadlier eater. And so it falls to Reek and Muconix to slay the newborn eater and continue their pursuit of Norvrand's most notorious virtue, to Kaluja and to glory. That's a nice sentence. To Kaluja into glory. Alright. To Kaluja. Wasn't I just talking about trying to get my my ether currents there? I was doing the little quest line for some of them, but I think it does stop at a point. I don't know. I think it was Kaluja that I was trying to get my ether currents in. There was a spot where there was like a big lift or something. I couldn't get around that. Assume it's somewhere I can get later in the story. I can't get them all, but it's okay. Oh, he's right over here. Never mind. Let us brook no further delay and commence our search. Separately, as before in Amarang. I feel like I'm probably going to catch him first. If you catch the eater first, I grant you leave to kill it without me. I trust you will not be disappointed if the reverse were to occur. Surely not, surely not. I myself would be most put out if I happened to lose to you a second time. And so, on that note, may the best hunter win. I'd say the kind of like dreary like weather and stuff here is not my favorite of the newer areas. But Yulmore was very pretty. I like that quite a bit. Leave me alone. Right, come on. I like the Shadowbringers combat music quite a bit. It's definitely nice to have a change. You survey your surroundings, but find no trace of the bear you seek. But we'll find him next time. Oh yes, this is what I was talking about. I got to here and could not get any further. I have to get this dodo. I remember when I was trying to get some early levels on a class, there was some dodo fate. I don't remember if it was in Lumza or somewhere else, you know, the surrounding areas. It was so annoying. And there were so many of them. I have a very, like, unpleasant memory of all the, like, dodo similar models. And I was like, oh, it's them. Okay. Despite looking far and wide, you failed to find any trace of the bear you seek. Perhaps Lurik was indeed the better hunter this day. Oh man, really? We can go find him and he needs our help, maybe. Fuck off, dodos. Leave me alone, dodos. Is that him over there with all those people? It is. No doubt people he's hired, I'm sure. No doubt. Or he just found. Hate to say it, Muconix, but it seems we're late to the party. Manbert and his mates slew the bear before we could. Oh, okay. Good for him. That's true then. You've cast your lot with the boy. You poor daft sod. But I don't understand. The eater was a newborn. How could you possibly have learned of it and gotten here before we did? Well, see, that's the problem with relying on hired help. You're loyal to your coin, not you. And you're not the only one willing to open his purse. Aww. But more importantly, Reek, what's this I hear about you hunting Andrea? With help, I mean, rather than all by your lonesome. I have a distinct memory of you storming off in a huff saying you didn't need me or anyone else to finish the job. Tell me I'm wrong. Oh. Do as you like. Help or no, you've no chance of beating me to the prize, because unlike you, I'm not all talk. And neither are me mates. Speaking of mates, how much did it cost you to buy her friendship? Do tell. Damn, oh, they're laughing at him. Piss off, Landbird. Why are you still here? You got your mark, didn't you? You should choose your friends more carefully, sinner. When all goes wrong, don't say I didn't warn you. He's nice enough, I think. You have questions, I'm sure. As you may have surmised, Landbird was a comrade of mine. Took him into my service that we might hone our skills battling sin eaters in preparation for facing Andrea. However, I soon came to see that he was not all that capable of a hunter, and so I dissolved our working relationship. Unfortunately, he did not take it in stride, and instead resolved to recruit new companions that he might beat me at my own game. It would seem that his fortunes have improved greatly of late, so much so that I fear we can no longer afford to dedicate time to tracking lesser eaters, and must devote our undivided attention to the pursuit of Andrea. As such, we should be getting back to the Crystarium, but before we depart, I have one other matter to attend to in Yulmore. I might trouble you to accompany me? Ah, but of course you will. Let us be off. Listen, Reek, my buddy, my guy, they don't want me there. They don't like me there. That's not gonna go well. I changed my clothes, so maybe they won't recognize me. Well, gee, if only I could attune there. That'd be really easy, wouldn't it? Alright. We don't have any teleports like we do once we're inside there, but... Alright. Won't be too long of a walk there, it doesn't seem. I wonder why I feel the need to stay up so late, and then I'm sitting here drinking more coffee like 9:30 at night. It's fine. Not too far. I didn't look that far on the map, but we're already on our way there. Really surprised by how cool it was in here. I feel like a little bit before we were admitted into the city. Not that that lasted very long. They showed a bit of a cutscene. Showed a little bit of the inside, but... Teoric? Are they related? I don't know how their names work, honestly. Funny thing, since I started as a kitty cat person, Mikote? I don't know. So now we're just limited. Yeah. I could, let Ulrich know that they're not gonna like me here. But yeah, my character's name, at least her, like, my name is just like the one I always use, but I should have attuned to more places in here. Damn. My name was actually supposed to go with my, Nikote character. Now it doesn't really match my character, but it's okay. We got her one Fantasia, and that's it. Alright, now let me try and remember how to navigate this damn city. Can I use the elevator still, maybe, please? Oh, nice, thank you. Good thing. That's the last of tonight's coffee, I suppose. We've been having some really good story this stream. We had a dungeon. That was really cool and it went well. Please let me attune. Please. Damn. Oh well. Where's everyone? I suppose it'll take them, but oh, here we go. But a moment. Oh, not open right now? No one's dancing. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. I'd say I was a bit disappointed. Econics, allow you to introduce you to my father and mother. Interesting. This is interesting. Father, this is my traveling companion and dear friend, Econics. She and I have resolved to hunt a party. Sorry. She and I have resolved to hunt a particularly deadly sin eater. Indeed, I cannot overstate how terribly dangerous this eater is. That to pursue it is to court death itself. However, when we at last triumph over the fiend, all of Norvrent shall sing our praises. Won't that be wonderful, Father? So long as you do not sully our good name, you are free to hunt whatever quarry you desire. And do without all the petty details. Ouch. Oh, so sad. Now then, how much do you require this time? Out with it. Oh, never mind. Just give the boy my coin purse, would you? I'm sure it will suffice for his trivial pursuits. That is why you were here, is it not? Another handout? Don't play coy. You've never been any good at it. Damn. Why would he ask us to... If he knew how mean they were going to be. You know, I honestly don't know why I came here. Keep your coin, Father. We're leaving Econics right now. Maybe he's not spending a bunch of his own money. Maybe he's spending Daddy's money, I guess. I think we should be back to the main quest after this, though. Sorry, I felt the need for a tiny dance break that you couldn't really see. Okay. Boom there. We know where we're going by now. At least I would hope. There's definitely a better way to get there than the way I've been taking. Yeah, like this way. Lovely. Oh boy. Forgive me, Muconics, but I would forgo the wine on this occasion. Father's lackluster reception has put me in rather dour spirits. As you may have gathered from our exchange, I am a free citizen of Yulmore. Owing to my parents' considerable wealth, I've enjoyed a relatively privileged upbringing. Privileged and unbearably boring, which is why I quit the city and resolved to become a bounty hunter. I am no fool, though. I'm well aware of my fortunate circumstances, which is why I like to conceal them from the people of the Crystarium. People are wont to jump to uncharitable conclusions. I feel as though you and I have established a rapport, though, and so I thought it best to bring you into my confidence. Oh, that's nice. I pray you refrain from telling others. Now then, since Landward has decided to turn this into a race, we have no choice but to oblige him and slay Andrea before he does. This calls for a veritable army of hired hands. Alas, in a fit of frustration, I refused Father's coin. Without additional resources, we have no choice but to conduct the search by ourselves. Oops, sorry. Not mean to skip that one. I'm in need of cool glamours, but I need Gil first. I don't know, you gotta sell some stuff to buy some stuff, I guess. I know when I was pretty early on in the game and pretty heavy in my need of my like glamour addiction, I guess, always bouncing back and forth to the market board. Sold the shards from Gathering. I know they're not like a great money maker later on, really, but they're pretty good for what you get in the beginning, I think. That's the best advice I have. If anyone has any better advice, you know. I don't know. I guess he probably said he can't pay me much. I didn't mean to click through that one, sorry. Really? I mean, of course you weren't. Perish the thought. Haha. Alright, so we're done with those for now. We had a few to catch up on. Now we will head right to the Ocular. Would it be alright for me to link a tank guide video in the Discord? Of course! I'm trying to get more channels set up for things. You can just go ahead and put it in like general or whatever for now. But let me know anything that like makes sense to kind of be in there, like help videos and stuff like that. Things like related to what we've been talking about on stream. And I can just let me know and I'll just get those kind of channels set up. But for now you can just throw it in general or wherever you see fit. No problem. I used to have the music playing in here in my... It's kind of nostalgic even though I hadn't been here yet.
You have come at a good time. As you may have heard, we have something of a quandary on our hands.
Indeed.
Laxon Loft here in Lakeland. Yulmore has sent one of its airships. They have questions for us concerning the death of the Light Warden. Their emissary makes his way here even as we speak.
I don't want to post anything without permission. You're good. I appreciate you asking. Trying to get it more set up. I know when there's like not really anything happening in it, it might feel kind of weird to just like post stuff in there, but when I get it more set up and more active, I guess, maybe. But yeah, you're good. I appreciate you asking though.
I suppose the sky does rather give the game away.
I will kind of probably set up like a help and like tips, you know, where you can put any kind of stuff like that. Not even just videos, just like kind of helpful, like maybe like infographic guides or just like your own personal tips that you've thought of or that we were talking about on stream, like we are with this. So.
Indeed. 'Twas inevitable they would come knocking. The only question was how soon.
with the Yulmoran emissary. May I show him in?
Oh boy.
A moment, Captain, if you would.
I hope they don't recognize us. Me and Alphino, that is. Alphino and I.
Everyone, gather round.
Oh boy. We stand up there with him and look all tall. Important.
I do not wish to show our hand prematurely. Forgive me this liberty. Vanish.
Yeah? Oh. Never mind. We are not to be seen. Cool.
Enter.
Powerful person right there.
Well, well. The commander of the Yulmoran army himself. To what do I owe the honor, General Ranjit?
The Light Warden is dead, Exarch. Were your people responsible?
You are clearly in some haste, my lord. But before I address your question, you must allow me one of my own. What is Yulmor's interest in this?
Why do you care? Wouldn't that be a good thing?
His benevolence, Lord Vorthri, is gravely concerned that the actions of an ignorant few may jeopardize relations between man and Sin-Eater. Should it transpire that the Crystarium is guilty of abetting the villains responsible for this outrage, my lord has decreed that it suffer the same retribution.
I see. Since you have been so candid, I too shall speak my mind. Regardless of who is responsible, the Crystarium rejoices in the Light Warden's death and welcomes the return of the night sky. If Yulmor considers this tantamount to aiding those you term villains, then by all means, carry out your retribution. Know, however, that even should every innocent soul in the Crystarium perish, nothing can stop that which has been set in motion.
You tell him.
Folly.
Sorry.
The death of one or 1,000,000 Sin-Eaters changes nothing.
Thousand.
The world is dead, and writhe as we might, like maggots in its rotting course, it will not be reborn. Only by my master's grace may we live out our days in peace. But I waste my breath. You have made your stance clear. I shall relay your words to Lord Vorthri. In the meantime, you would do well to counsel any here who have done more than merely rejoice in recent events, to throw themselves upon Yulmor's mercy, promptly. One last matter. We are searching for a young artist and his assistant. Know you of whom I speak?
No one has ever done art here. Never a painting. No one. Nope.
An artist and his assistant, no. I cannot say I do.
What a pity. Should they reveal themselves to you, I bid you hand them over at once. My master is most eager to see them again.
Not liking those italicized words, but it's quite alright. Hmm. That was a bit quick. He could have still walked in the room and been like, aha. I don't know, like you have to be admitted into there.
Things, or did he just stare straight at us?
Pretty sure he stared straight at you.
I fear he did. The General is not a man to be trifled with. He is a warrior of fearsome repute who has led Yulmor's army since before Vorthri's time, when the nation still spearheaded the fight against the Sin-Eaters. One does not command the world's mightiest army, and for so long, without possessing exceptional instincts.
If Yulmor chose to send such an individual, we must assume this talk of retribution is more than an idle threat. While we are grateful for your support, my lord, we cannot in good conscience put your people in harm's way.
'Tis noble of you to say, Master Alphinaud, but my people have been in harm's way since long before you arrived. Yulmor has ever yearned to rule over what remains of the world. Even should we surrender the Warrior of Darkness to them, they would find some other pretext upon which to invade. The people of the Crystarium know this only too well, which is why, when the time comes, I am certain they will fight to the last man. If truth be told, I would not have been surprised had Ranjit declared war here and now.
He may have reason to delay.
Why?
According to reports, the Yulmoran forces at Laxan Loft were observed taking a prisoner.
Mm.
A young woman believed to be none other than the Oracle of Light, Minfilia.
I saw her. I thought that was her. Picked the wrong place to go, I guess.
It may be that General Ranjit wishes to convey her to Yulmor before commencing hostilities. Having mentored generations of Minfilias, it would not surprise me if he had made her capture his chief concern.
Of course. How remiss of me. I had intended to speak to you of Minfilia. There is, however, much to say, and precious little time in which to say it. I think it best that you seek out Moren at the Cabinet of Curiosity. He'll be able to enlighten you. Alphinaud, Alize, would you care to accompany your friend? You doubtless have insights of your own to offer on the matter.
All right, though I'm still not sure I understand it all myself.
In the meantime, I will set about making provisions for war.
Love that song. I don't remember. I guess I just picked up like the cheaper orchestrion rolls off of the market board. That was Estonian for just a second. I feel like I neglected getting some of my... No, I did not. Good. That's right, I got them all because I got the one for Lakeland as well. of the crystarium is really pretty, but I think it was when... Oh, I saw this area for the first time. I was like, wow, it's really well done. So pretty. Yes, if you're after books pertaining to the Warrior of Darkness, I'm afraid most are out on loan at present. They are experiencing quite a surge in popularity. Oh, you wish to learn about the Oracle of Light? Then it would be my pleasure to assist. After I finish some few outstanding tasks, that is. While I attend to them, perhaps you could fetch me a book. The Illustrated Tale of the Oracle of Light, it's called. Yeah, that would probably do it. Though it's intended for younger readers, it provides an excellent summary of the subject's matter, and the artwork is quite lovely besides. I would not hesitate to recommend it to anyone with an interest in learning about Minfilia. But you must see it for yourself. The book should be located on the level below. Should, I say. For while there's a place for everything here, not everything is always in its place, despite my best efforts. In short, if the book's not where it should be, it will almost certainly be somewhere it shouldn't. So, good luck. Thanks. Thank you. It's the stairs for a second. Imagine it won't be in its place. That's just me. Book does not appear to be here. Yeah. The same one, right? Yeah. Does not appear to be here. But this will be it. Just as your eyes begin to blur, they finally come to rest on a copy of the Illustrated Tale of the Oracle of Light. Alright, I want to keep playing for a bit, so before we go into this, I imagine will be a bit of a little story bit, so I'm going to take a super quick restroom break. Just a second, I'll be back in just a minute. You're back. Alright, overlays loaded incorrectly the first time. So many people in Gridania? Yeah, that was what I noticed when I first logged in today. It was very unusual. Going down in Gridania, I'm not on right now, I don't know. Could just be a lot of, I don't know if it's a lot of new players or if it's just by chance today. New players, yeah. Very cool. Huge amount of streamers started playing over the weekend, so lots of people coming in. Yeah, so I heard, yeah. I've seen. It's kind of hard to avoid being all about that, I guess. I'm just glad it's not my data center or server, because I've been seeing the login queues have been hell. Librarian is like the more understandable J. Yeah. I think that's a good comparison. Yeah, I heard about that. Kind of hard not to, I think. Been all over the place. But yeah, you can't complain about more people trying out the game. Maybe they'll love it, who knows? Have you found the book? No. Yes, this is the one. I hope it wasn't too difficult to track down. I'm happy to say I finished all my pressing tasks. If you want to call your friends over, we can begin learning at once. I think I was right to take my restroom break before this. More people playing, more money coming in, and hopefully more money going into development for sure, yeah. That's definitely, I mean, they definitely deserve so much more budget, and just, I don't know. Yeah, hopefully hopefully a lot of the new players stick around with it. They realize the big influx and are like, oh wow, we should give them, it's a lot more money into the development of this. That would be awesome. That is definitely best case scenario. Without further ado then. Began 100 years ago, when the flood of light threatened to swallow Norvrant. Just as all seemed lost, a savior appeared who halted the all-consuming radiance. A maiden with hair of spun gold, eyes of clearest sapphire. Naught was known about her save that her name was Minfilia, and for delivering the realm, she came to be revered as the Oracle of Light. After stopping the flood, the mysterious maiden vanished without a trace. But 15 years later, her name would unexpectedly reappear in the annals of history. We need more servers. Yeah, I know. Didn't they show when they were talking about everything Endwalker related the last time? It was like the new Oceanic data center. So hopefully with that will be coming more servers and such. More people means I gotta get more servers for sure. Only 5 in all of NA are available for character creation. Yeah, I'm trying to get my sister a character on Fameford actually, so that she can play the game with all of us. Because I've got friends on the server too, and I cannot get on there. Especially because it's preferred. But yeah, it's crazy. When Sin Eaters laid ruin to the kingdom of Vobert, a young girl was discovered who was immune to the creature's blighted touch. That is really cool art, actually. One with hair of spun gold and eyes of clear sapphire. She was hailed as the Oracle Reborn and came to likewise be called Minfilia. Enlisting in the Ulmorian army, this Minfilia fought and vanquished countless Sin Eaters. Best time is at like 5 AM or so. Yeah, I've tried a little bit, but I'll just have to keep checking on it. Looks like Mandy from like the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. It does kind of look like that, if that's what you mean. Alas, like so many other soldiers, she eventually met her and in battle. Yet with her dying breath, she whispered unto the grieving comrades, Minfilia will return. And true to her words, some years later, another young girl was discovered who possessed the self-same eyes, that self-same hair, and those self-same powers. She too took to the name Minfilia. She too fought sin years as a soldier of Yulmore, and she too fell in battle. Many more were to follow in her footsteps, and so the cycle continues to this day. That concludes the tale. Very confusing. By their valor and sacrifice, these women have saved Norvrent on numerous occasions. And were it not for them, we might never have learned of the Light Wardens and their nature. They sound like formidable warriors. Some, perhaps. The truth is rather less simple. Though the Oracle is reborn with certain common traits, she does not inherit the memories or the knowledge of her previous incarnations. All the Minfilias thus far were discovered as ordinary girls, unversed in the ways of war and ignorant of the power they harbored. While some embraced their fate and devoted themselves to training, others did not. But all were made to face the Sin Eaters, and all died to keep our hopes alive. What can you tell us of the current Minfilia? He was found by the Yulmorian army some 10 years ago and taken into their care. Or rather, their custody. She was a prisoner in all but name. For by that time, under Lord Valthry's rule, Yulmore had already abandoned resistance and in favor of decadence. Minfilia was an uncomfortable reminder of the war they no longer wished to fight, potential threat to the peace, and so they kept her under lock and key. Interesting. For a long while we heard nothing more of her. We couldn't even be certain she was alive, save that it was in the Yulmorans' best interest for her to remain under their control. Then, 3 years ago, a gallant soul stole into the city and rescued her from their clutches, just like a hero from the tales. Indeed. Well, I believe we now have a good grasp of Minfilia's tale. Thank you for your time, Morin. Might I trouble you for a word, Mechanics? Outside. Sure, okay. Or make one on a server and pay for a transfer. Yeah, that might have to be the way to go. She's just on the free trial right now. I'm not sure if she'll even stick with the game, but I actually started on Crystal. I was on Diablos for a long time, and I paid for a server transfer over here. So, wouldn't be the first time, technically, I guess. Not to talk bad about the WoW community, but they like spending money on games, so maybe that will bring in more money than normal. Yeah. Make it for the Whales that got banned. Oh yeah, I heard about all that on Asmon's stream. Their griefers the first day he streamed, and one of them was riding a whale, Mog Station mount for money. He got a 9-day suspension and a strike on the account. Yeah, I heard that people were just following him around, making it really hard for him to click on stuff, and like, that's just no fun. I feel like everyone should get a fair shot at playing the game, so. As you will have already surmised, the gallant soul who rescued Minfilia was none other than our own dear Thancred. Oh, nice. They have since been wandering the land together, never remaining in one place for long, which is why— oh, that's who they were talking about. Or I feel like I always interrupt myself like halfway through like a sentence. But I remember somebody mentioned like he has like a traveling companion now. I thought he was like gonna be all different and he like found somebody, but they've since been wandering the land together, never remaining in one place for long, which is why we have not yet had the chance to meet them. We know that Minfilia journeyed here as Heidelin's emissary to halt the Flood of Light. It could only be her that the people of the First witnessed 100 years ago, the original Oracle of Light. Thancred's been here the longest, right? Him or Y'shtola was like 5 years, I think, because they've only been here a year. One of them was 3 years, one of them was 5 years. I think maybe Thancred was 5 years, so he's been here the longest. Nobody's got to see him. But while there's plainly some connection between the woman we knew and her namesakes, the fact that these girls do not share her memories must surely mean that they are not the same person. Thancred has to understand that. don't think he does. I have no doubt that he understands. The question is how he feels. Regardless, Thancred we knew would not forsake his charge. If she's been captured, we may be certain he will not stand idly by. There you go again, talking in your roundabout way. You think we should rescue Minfilia? Just spit it out. Hell yeah, let's do it. It just so happens I agree with you. It's quite clear that this Minfilia possesses Heidel's blessing. And it wouldn't hurt to have a second such individual on our side, right, Buconix? Quite. One's generally been enough, but fine. Square Enix are very strict with any of that kind of thing. Small things can get a suspension as well. Also, hey Grant, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Thanks for hanging out. I didn't hear about that. I hate that people would grief like that. Yeah. I feel like everybody should get a chance, and that was just kind of crappy, but hopefully since the initial, like, him playing for the first time has died down, people will kind of leave him alone. I really like the community of Final Fantasy, so I hope the griefers aren't too much and get the punishment they deserve. Yeah. Not cool for anybody to treat anybody like that, so. For sure. Hopefully the initial excitement of him playing for the first day has died down and people hopefully will see. Because it's been so kind of obvious that the what was I gonna say? Because it's being so clear now that there are going to be repercussions for those actions. Hopefully people will see that and aren't going to keep making the same dumb decisions on how they treat people in the game. Hopefully. I see you've made up your minds. Exarch, what brings you here? A report and a proposal. First, the report. Our scouts have confirmed that the Umoran forces, Flaxen Loft, do indeed have Minfilia in their custody. For the present, they are holding her there, but we can only be certain they will move her to Yulmore ere long. If that happened, we may be forced to give her up as lost. And when we saw her in that cutscene a bit ago, she was by herself, so maybe she got separated from Thancred? Maybe? If we mean to act, we should do so quickly. Which brings me to my proposal. I ask that you entrust this undertaking to us, the people of the Crystarium. Yeah, wait for that new quest to load up. Oh. Loot me. Ooh. Nice. Something that we didn't already buy from vendors, hopefully. Considering I think that's what the last set of coffers were. That's okay. We were a little ahead, so we needed to go ahead and get that gear, and it helped out.
You are doubtless eager to attempt Minfilia's rescue, and with your combined strength, you may well succeed. But as I said earlier, I do not wish to show our hand unless absolutely necessary.
I think it's definitely good that we keep stuff secretive, yeah. Especially considering their army is watching us.
'Twas not merely the night sky that you restored to us, but hope. Hope for the future of Norvrand. Unlike you, we cannot contend with the Light Wardens, but so long as hope burns in our hearts, we will fight on regardless.
Oh, sorry. He said this I will prove to you. Clicked too fast.
My friends, I thank you for gathering at such short notice. There is something I would ask you all. As many of you are aware, I received an emissary from Yulmore a short while ago in the form of General Ranjit. To my dismay, the General condemned the slaying of the Light Warden, and warned me in no uncertain terms that, should the Crystarium cast its lot with the Warrior of Darkness, there would be war. Let none be mistaken. We would be hard-pressed indeed to resist the might of Yulmore. Some would even call it suicide. and yet my heart cries out to fight. Better that than relinquish the hope that swelled in my breast when I beheld the night sky for the first time in 100 years. Or so says my heart. My mind, meanwhile, reminds me that to follow my heart would be to risk everything we have accomplished thus far. Clearly, this is not a decision to be made lightly, nor less alone. And so I put the question to you all. What should we do?
My lord, you already know our minds. It brought tears to our eyes to witness the knight's return. The whole of Norvrant deserves the same, and not just because some children's story tells us so.
Oh.
Yulmor's influence is far-reaching. Should war break out, trade would be subject to restrictions. The flow of goods will dry up, and we will struggle to make do with what little trickles through. But make do we will.
Aye, we can weather such hardships. Is that not the very thing the Crystarium was built for?
Yeah. So I guess the... Wait for this cutscene.
We've always taken pride in our ability to sustain ourselves. Not just to endure, but to thrive.
When all falls down around you, rise up. Those were your words. There may come a day when all hope seems lost, but even should the rest of the world give in to despair, we shall not. We shall fight on, that our children and our children's children might know a better tomorrow.
Rousing words apart, I never much cared for those Yulmoran bastards anyway. No better than common swindlers, most of them. Wouldn't know a fair deal if it came up and kissed them on the arse.
Trust you to spoil the moment.
It appears we have a consensus. Let it be known that the Yulmoran host at Laxon Loft has taken the Oracle of Light captive.
Skinner. Let's see if I... Oop. Oh no, okay.
They fear the power she holds over the Sin Eaters, and doubtless intend to imprison her once more. So, I move that we rescue the Oracle, grant her a place among us, and let that be our answer to Yulmor's ultimatum.
Hear, hear!
Hear, hear!
Got a lot more allies than we thought, I think.
In planning a strategy for the rescue, I open the floor to you all.
And there you have it. If Yulmor wishes to denounce us as villains, then we shall embrace our villainy. Will you do so as well?
We will not be outdone. Consider us your partners in crime.
My lord, our proposal is as follows. We begin by deploying Amaro to occupy the skies over Lakeland. They should serve to delay the airship's departure.
Oh yeah.
At the same time, we scatter dream powder from the air. Not all will succumb to its effects, but it should thin the enemy's numbers, affording us an opening to swoop in and liberate the Oracle.
Sounds exciting.
Very good. Cease your preparations.
what exciting crimes would you have us commit? Speaking for my fellow villains, I'd say we're capable of most things, though we draw the line at indolence.
If excitement is your desire, then I bid you join the guard. Captain Lena will give you your orders.
They're getting exciting. So I wonder, are the job quests here going to function with the classic quests too? Like they're kind of split up and different than they were before? That would be kind of cool. So you will be joining the guard. But however highly the Exarch thinks of you, you will receive no special treatment from me. Is that clear? Sure. Where's your salute, soldier? Better. More spirited than the Exarch's feeble attempts, certainly. Now, first things first, you will need uniforms. Go to the Crystalline Mean and report to Catelys. She will see you measured and fitted. Okay. Crystalline Mean. Her name is similar enough to Katniss that I kind of want to call her Catnip as a joke. Ah, there's the last of them. Your friends are being measured as we speak. Right this way. We'll see to it that you look your dashing best for your first outing. Yay. Done, are you? Let's have a look at those numbers. I was gonna say we look exactly the same. I see. How goes it? Sorry, Captain. I'm afraid we don't have anything on hand that's a ready fit. We do have a few that are fairly close. We should be able to make them work with some minor adjustments. Very well then, see to it. And have the uniforms delivered directly to the field. I shall take this opportunity to brief you on the mission. Oh boy. Map. That's cool. Very immersive. As mentioned earlier, we will deploy Amaro to scatter the dream powder from the air. Once the powder takes effect, an elite unit will storm the fortress to rescue the Oracle. Her safe liberation is our sole objective. Engagement is to be avoided wherever possible. I assume we're to be a part of said unit? Correct. The unit will be divided into two contingents, one deploying from Fort Job, and the other from the Astal Imperative. You and Alphina will join the former. Econix, meanwhile, will join the latter with me. To pretend I'm not nervous that we're splitting up. We'll be fine. Before you proceed to your positions, you are to report to Chesamil Spigurix. He will issue you with a serum to ward off the effects of dream powder. We shall be on our way then. Take care, my friend, and we will see you in the field. Favorite's open right now? Thank you for letting me know, Bowmage. I don't know how open it'll stay. I don't know how long it'll stay open, but hopefully we can get her character on there. It's quite far. I've been waiting for like 2 days. Thank you. It's quite far to the imperative, so you may make use of it tomorrow from the rookery. After you've collected the serum, of course. Thank you. I've been refreshing that page a bunch the past 2 days, but I haven't been able to check it since I've been on stream. With the night restored, there's been a sudden surge in the demand for lamps. Our artisans are burning the midnight oil. Oh, that was not what I was supposed to do at all. Okay, I don't know how long the rest of this quest will be. I'm trying to find a good stopping point. Because we will be back tomorrow and Friday. Because I've added an extra days to my stream, so we'll also be back Sunday. Oh, we're in the wrong place. I'm gone. I need to turn off computer. This tropical storm is dimming lights. Yeah, I had a storm a bit. I had some storm-esque weather. I guess it didn't get too bad here. But I was a little worried about my stream today, but I think it died down. But I don't know how this quest seems like it's gonna probably get pretty lengthy, and there's a lot to do. So I think, I need to get my sister on there so she can make her character. Thank you so much for letting me know the server was open, by the way. I probably would have went straight to making dinner and forgot to check. I think we're probably going to leave off. This looks like a pretty good stopping point. We'll get right into some exciting stuff tomorrow. No breaks between these days. We don't have a break till Saturday. I'm really excited for my schedule with more days. It's just like every 5 minutes or so. Yeah. Well, we'll see. But we'll probably take a break here from, but we'll be back tomorrow. This will be a very exciting quest to go into tomorrow. I hope you're okay. But yeah, I kind of read that as, just a regular storm. Tropical storm sounds pretty serious. You were doing alright. I've just breezed past that. But anyways, I will be back here tomorrow. Friday, my whole schedule is on there. I'm going to put my socials in there. I am getting a little more stuff going on my Discord. It's getting pretty fun. That is in all of those links though, so don't have to find anything separate there. The link should be updated. I think I updated it pretty recently. I posted a lot of stuff on my Instagram about when streams are going on and stuff. But yeah, I think this is a good stopping point for tomorrow, even though it is in the middle of the quest. I think, it's going to be a pretty exciting one to hop into for tomorrow. But anyways, I appreciate everyone hanging out so much. I had a really good stream today. The story's getting so good. And I appreciate everyone for following and just hanging out and helping in the dungeons as always. Thank you for the stream and good night everyone. Yes, good night everyone. And thank you for hanging out in the stream. I appreciate it so much. See you later and have a nice night everyone. Yes, everyone have a very nice night. And I will be back here tomorrow. So it'll be like I was barely gone. And we'll just be right back to the story. I'm super excited. I'm gonna level my botanist some tonight. Do some more of that. But anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow at the same time, 7 p.m. Eastern, and Friday as well. And we'll just keep continuing through the story. But everyone have a really nice night. Yay.